How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man, I want to talk David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez. It's a fight that, has been brewing for a while now. And David Benavidez pretty much flat out said, look, if I beat, Demetrius Andre, coming up in November, then I want, he pretty much wants Canelo to be stripped, He wants Canelo to be stripped, which I understand where he's coming from, because, Canelo's hogging up the division, to be honest. He's got all of the belts. Everything at 168 goes through Canelo, whether you like it or not. How they say it, get down or lay down. That's how he coming, though. So it's like, you got to understand that, man. When a guy coming at you like that, man, and he got all the belts, and he's got all the media power, and he's got just, Cinco de Mayo, all of that is on Canelo's side. He's the ace side for a reason. He's been in some challenging fights, and David Benavidez thinks he can, dethrone him again, but for the belts, it's a lot at stake, and David Benavidez is already hinting like, he possibly could have the fight already if he gets this win on Demetrius Andre, because he said in the interview that, this interview he did lately, he said, I know what's at hand, I know what's, at stake, with this Demetrius Andre fight, he said, all he has to do is keep winning. And what I got from that is, I feel like he, I'm not going to say he's been promised something. I'm not going to say all that, but I will say that I think that Canelo Alvarez knows that the public wants to see, David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez. That's just what we want to see, And let's be honest, if Demetrius Andre, makes David Benavidez look lackluster, or looks like he ain't, maybe could be possibly slipping or falling off, will that hinder that Canelo fight? Or is David Benavidez already locked into that Canelo fight? Right now, I mean, the more I think about it, it's like, Canelo Alvarez is with Showtime now. He does have, I believe like 1 or 2 more fights left on his contract. And I believe one of them is David Benavidez. I believe one of them is David Benavidez, because at this point right now, don't nobody really want to see the Jamal Charlo versus, Canelo Alvarez. I mean, yeah, Charlo was saying that he's the bigger brother and stuff like that. We understand that. We know you the bigger brother. We know that, but at the same time, man, it's like, there's big fish out here as well, but Canelo is the main, entree, in so many words, everybody looking at Canelo as a meal ticket, though. Let's just call a spade a spade. Everybody looking at, Canelo Alvarez as a meal ticket. Wouldn't you, if you were a boxer, wouldn't you look at Canelo like, damn, if I fight this dude, I can get 7 to 8, 9, 10 million, even if I run around the ring like Jermell Charlo did for some of that fight. After Jermell Charlo felt that man power, he backed the fuck off, man. Real shit. He backed off because at the end of the day, boxing is a sport, and he knew that Canelo could if he would have laid it all on the line, like we thought Charlo was gonna do, Charlo would have possibly got stopped. Not only stopped, I don't think he would have been the same fighter going back down to 154. Being at what it made, I think that Charlo still has, real good capability of beating a lot of the top guys at 154 pounds. Is his name Terrence Crawford? I don't know. I mean, right now, if I were to say if Charlo were to fight, if Charlo were to fight Terrence Crawford right now, I would probably favor Terrence Crawford, 60-40. But it's a tight fight. And like I said, we don't know what's left of Charlo. You know, after seeing what he did, you know, Jermell Charlo did, you know, at 168 pounds, you know, moving up 2 weight classes to fight, you know, arguably the best fighter in the world right now, Canelo Alvarez. It just showed a lot about, you know, I feel like Charlo's character, man. I feel like you tell us one thing, but then, you know, it got hot in that kitchen, I believe. And I believe those punches started adding up. So that's why we're getting some of these other fights now, you know. And, you know, Charlo was holding up the division. Both of these guys, when they fought each other, you guys, there was a lot of fighters that were lining up to fight, you know, Canelo Alvarez or Charlo. You know, you got Mendoza versus Zoo coming up, and, you know, that's got big fight implications because the WBO's on the tap. But I mean, like I said, right now boxing is a major sport, but can we get the right, you know, people in the sport to make it right? You know, we're still getting these bogus ass decisions and shit like that, and you know, I just feel like right now, man, we gotta clean up the sport. And why hasn't David Benavidez got his title shot yet? You know, he's been the interim champion for a while now. He's been fighting. He's been holding his damn belt every press conference he does for the past, like, 2 years, ever since he had his failed drug test and stuff from the cocaine and stuff. You know, he hasn't gotten a shot, you know, at Canelo Alvarez. I think it's because of the big wigs, you know, at PBC having a plan for both guys, Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez. But we want to see the best fight the best. So if you're saying you're the best, we want to see you fight the best, period. Straight, point blank, period. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. Please smash that like button and subscribe. And yeah, man, it goes on, man. And the beat goes on, man, to the next thing, man. You know, but right now, smash that like button and subscribe. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on Instagram. And yeah, put some comments in there, man. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez, you know, should go down next if David Benavidez can get by Demetrius Andre, which that's not a given. But Demetrius Andre is 35 now, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Please smash that like button and subscribe. And until next time, you guys, peace.